Hello everyone and now welcome to a game. This is a game between Starbuck and TGW taking place here on Last Refuge. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have Starbuck spawning as the orange human going up against TGW who is spawning on the top right. Let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup. It is human versus night elf, speeding along to that 2 minute mark where we are looking at the hero's demon hunter going up against an archmage. So this is classic Warcraft 3 demon hunter versus archmage. Archmage probably gonna get mana burned more times than I can count. Therefore, well, making things a bit difficult as the archmage is going to be going after, well, is he, what creep camp is he going after? Going after the fast expansion creep camp. All right, so TGW going Starbuck going very fast for this Ogre Magi 533 creep camp, his very first creep camp here to try and set up an expansion. A lot of wisps, however, are coming over. Are we going to get some detonation? There's one detonation there. A second wisp now going to get a detonation. Are we going to see a third wisp getting a detonation in as well? I believe so. Archmage could drop another water elemental, needs to drop another water elemental. Timing, however, not going to work as immolation now coming across being used by TGW. Water elemental going to drop here, and I take it back. Not a whole lot of mana burns being used. Instead, immolation being an aggressive pursuer of all of these peasants, even the footmen trying to get in some damage here, causing a bit of problems as this one peasant double backs around into harm's way in order to be saved. All right. Demon Hunter did end up getting a little bit of experience there. Archmage getting some experience as well, but the item was picked up by the Demon Hunter, so well, therefore making it much harder for this Demon Hunter to get taken down. Immolation activated, deactivated once more. Now trying to head back off to the north. This immolation, that self-burning, or not self-burning, I guess you're burning through mana, so that immolation spell very effective, and nice to see the Demon Hunter joining back in the fight here, gonna be using that potion, a boots of speed. And now this is something that was always a little bit, this might be new for a lot of night elf players, managing hit points and mana on a demon hunter, on a level 1 demon hunter. Demon hunters in the past were just primarily used as tanky heroes because of their high agility and evasion. Now, instead, this demon hunter is burning through literally his mana to try and dish out damage that much slightly faster. Nice. Demon hunter made transition to anti-magic, anti-mage at level 5. Yeah, we'll see if that's gonna happen there. For all of you original Dota players, the anti-mage, the anti-mage used the demon hunter, tool or toolkit, or not the toolkit, well, well, um, the Demon Hunter assets. Yeah, that's the word that I was looking for. All right, Demon Hunter now going to be teleporting. Where is he going to go? Down to the south side here. Now going to use Immolation, try to disrupt a lot of this this construction here. Peasants trying to retreat every which way. Another peasant going to try and retreat its way down. And now the Arcane Tower is done. Beautifully done by Starbuck, reducing the effectiveness of that immolation. Immolation now has come to an end. Now going to try to find any peasant he can. There goes one peasant, there goes another, as the Arcane Tower should be switching targets now, as that Demon Hunter is no longer has any mana. Archmage gets up to level 3 though, so Starbuck really playing a strong game. Yes, Demon Hunter has gotten to level 2. Demon Hunter has also sold his Scroll of Town Portal. Archmage has gotten to level 3, didn't lose as much as I originally expected, but look at this, coming in right behind the TGW, gonna open or follow things up with a Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch should perhaps get an attack on that Archmage. No Archmage finally getting disrupted there, as you're looking at the Naga Sea Witch trying to make its way through here. All right, Naga Sea Witch and Archmage, both sides taking a little bit of damage. Archmage does not have Boots of Speed. Now Naga Sea Witch may actually get transferred the Boots of Speed, as the Demon Hunter doesn't need that much help pursuing units if the Naga Sea Witch is itself slowing or applying a movement slow debuff with those cold arrows. All right, archers continuing to fight back here. A slight tech advantage, but is that tech advantage going to translate into very much? TGW only has 23 out of 50 supply, a 12 supply army, to a demon hunter, a naga sea witch, and a couple of archers trying to hold things back here. Yeah, that actually is a bit wrong. There should be 14 supply army, not just 12. Not quite sure what is happening here. 25 supply, 25. All right. Okay, they're up to 14 now. Archmage looking to retreat back here. Demon Hunter, Nagasi, which going to go ahead and regroup. Expansion for Starbuck is operational, and the expansion is still getting scouted out by the Sentry Ward here. Demon Hunter visiting the Ancient of Wonders at a, well, curious location. Off in the center portion of the map. Could purchase perhaps some moonstones as well, knowing that, well, the Demon Hunter and Nagasi, which have been aggressively using those moonwells. All right, cold arrows. Demon Hunter now trying to, well, continue to make its way through. Are we going to see a little bit more damage? No, we are not. Well, there's some racked up damage right there. There goes one footman. Another footman could get taken down. There goes another. Footmen are falling like flies. Archers are trying to shadow melt and doing exactly that as the Naga Sea Witch is going to start to run low here. All right, cold arrow onto the Demon Hunter or Archmage. Archmage trying to get one more final shot off. Cold arrow hits the target, but the Archmage was invulnerable. Beautiful, beautiful play right there. And we do have to, we have current Blizzard to thank for this new immolation style of a play after so long. Naga Sea was going to try and go after that Archmage. Archmage down to 14 hit points, gets taken down, a double level up, one archer lost there as the Naga Sea Witch may try and shut things down once more. Demon Hunter going after some low hit point footmen. Demon Hunter going to get that footman, no, does not get the footman as we see the water elementals denying that last a bit of experience. Naga Sea Witch at 2, Demon Hunter is at 3 as we're now looking into Druids of the Talon. All right, interesting. Going into Druids of the Talon, Starbuck, however, remember, does have a major economic advantage with that expansion. And with that, may be able to build up a very large army once that blacksmith is done, town hall is done. You better believe that we are going into a lot of units. Archmage was resurrected at the tavern, now trying to take down this Ancient of Wonders. Has to be very careful though. Druid of the Talon can easily place some fairy fire, and then Demon Hunter still does have Staff of Teleportation to try and go after those units if it does become a problem. All right, Druids of the Talon, that range magic damage, 11 to 13. Well, that actually does deal quite a bit of damage here. We're going to see another footman get taken down as the Druids of the Talon are going to go after the Arcane Towers. Interestingly enough, that magic damage could be enough to stop that Arcane Tower from being repaired fast enough. We are now going into Ancient of Wars being built right nearby. Footmen are joining in on the battle as well as the Riflemen could be able to take down major chunks of hit points on these unarmored Druids of the Talon. Fairy Fire coupled with, well, cold arrows, that negative armor, taking a little bit of bonus damage as we now have Starbuck with Breath of Fire on that Panda. All right, trying to pick up transfer items, Staff of Teleportation given it to the Naga Sea Witch. Demon Hunter, we know he's going to quickly, well, get teleported away, use all of those moonwells, and then come back in with a Staff of Teleportation as these Ancient of Wonders are coming online there. There's that Staff of Preservation, going to go ahead and retreat it back. Demon Hunter going to, well, try and get back some more, and there is the Staff of Teleportation inbound as the Ancient of War, well, back up to, or now with full armor. Demon Hunter coming back in, joining on the battle. Is he going to be able to finish down this? Yes, does finish down the Panda, and now going after some other units here. Rifleman trying to switch things back around, but this Ancient of War could really dish out large bits of damage again. Another Rifleman going to get taken down here, perhaps a Water Elemental as well as the Naga Sea Witch on the cusp of level 4 or level 3. All right, Demon Hunter looking to retreat back again. We are looking at one Druid of the Talon, Ancient of War, going to be able to eat some trees and then attack down this town hall. Expansion is going to be done. Water Elemental needs one more shot. It gets taken down, giving level 3 to that Naga Sea Witch. All right. Ancient of War eating up some trees and now going to attempt to take down that town hall. Meanwhile, Panda, well, trying to retreat back again. Rifleman trying to join in. Archmage going to try and hold the line as the economic advantage is no longer for Starbuck. TGW doing a great job of punishing this fast expansion, has hero level advantage And then now behind this is staying at tier 2 for Tree of Ages. All right, Ancient of Wonders quickly using that Moonstone as well. Moon well management, a key aspect for high level of Night Elf players there. TGW knew that those Moonwells were full. After a full night being filled up there, able to Staff of Preservation, get that Demon Hunter back into action, and then move it back on out. Now, the question is going to be this follow-up play. TGW is still behind in terms of army size, and is the Panda's Breath of Fire coupled with the Rifleman's. Well, the Riflemen don't even have that range upgrade yet, surprisingly. That means that their range is actually less than the Druids of the Talon. So that may become a bit of the problem if the Riflemen are trying to constantly walk into range of the Druids of the Talon, only to get attacked by the Naga Sea Witch and the Demon Hunter Archmage Panda, now making their way back across here. Are we going to get an engagement? Ancient of Wonders, interestingly enough, could actually uproot itself and then join in on the battle while it's just stationary there to try and rack up a bit more damage there. All right, there's that Drunken Haze Breath of Fire across all of those Druids of the Talon. That Druid of the Talon, there goes a little bit of damage. Fork Lightning, the one Druid of the Talon getting taken down. Rifleman still only at 400 range, and that is a significant problem. More Druids of the Talon could have been lost there, and if Starbuck studies this replay, perhaps he will, I don't know if he would agree with me. Staff of Preservation now trying to retreat back here. Druid of the Talon trying to apply more Fairy Fire across multiple units, only to get shut down again. Dual barracks and no Rifleman range upgrade at tier 2. That is a bit of a shock as the Blacksmith about to get taken down. All right, with that Blacksmith taken down, finally, yes, long rifle upgrade now getting added in. But with that Blacksmith getting taken down, we are not going to see any additional Riflemen until a new Blacksmith is constructed here. All right, coming back through, trying to rack up more damage. Druids of the Talon getting shut down here. 42 supply compared to 27. Starbuck has the much larger army now trying to retreat back with that Brewmaster. Priest needs to trying to get in some heals onto that Brewmaster. Brewmaster down to 80 hit points. Is going to be able to buy a potion of healing. Yes, it does. It now turned back around Breath of Fire, but it still may not be enough as the Arcane Tower is still trying to rack up there. Level 4 now on the Demon Hunter. Naga Sea Witch gets out just in time as the Demon Hunter tries to slice its way through another unit. Level 2 Immolation really dishing out quite a bit of damage. Coming back around now, Starbuck has no Blacksmith, so even with that Rifleman range upgrade back up to 600 finally, he is going to need to train up more Priests instead. Priest now looking to retreat back here. One Ogre Mauler getting taken down. Ogre Magi gonna be falling next. Meanwhile, the Panda is getting resurrected back at home, and now we see a Goblin Alchemist as that third and final hero. Toma retraining onto that Demon Hunter. I believe the Demon Hunter realizes he is not going to be able to stick around with that particular strategy that much longer. The Demon Hunter now going to be opening things up into Mana Burn instead. Back to the south side here, Archmage does get to level 4. We are looking at a Book of the Dead, the instant pop-up army, and if TGW doesn't bring a Wisp or two, may have to deal with that army pretty significantly. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability also on that Archmage as well. Tome of Knowledge, one of every single stat, basically a consumable Ring of Superiority if you are counting. All right, interesting play by TGW there. Other players would have just mana burned, right? He should mana burn now that he's at maximum. All right, gonna go, no, what was this? No, mana burn and immolation, no evasion. All right, so mana burn, immolation, no evasion. Now trying to come back across here. Naga Sea Witch using that orb of venom as the Demon Hunter just trying to dive on into this position. Demon Hunter does have decent armor, but he may find himself in a bit of a pickle, being forced to use Staff of Preservation pretty consistently to try and retreat back. All right, Fairy Fire getting applied to a bunch of skeletal archer units as we are now transitioning into Mountain Giants. Those Mountain Giants with that medium armor, very difficult to finish off for Rifleman and a Priest, as that damage, that armor reduces the amount of damage it takes from Rifleman and Priest overall. All right, Fairy fairy fired skeletal archers still in the front side position. They're able to take down a couple of those units again. Where is the demon hunter? Where is the demon hunter? Down here at the south side, one ancient of war demon hunter with an orb of venom as well could try and rejoin in on the battle, but it's going to take a little bit of time to try and, well, walk back that distance. All right, Breath of Fire finishing off another unit. Naga Sea, which does have Orb of Venom here. Meanwhile, Militia trying to take down an Ancient of War. That is not going to be a good fight at all. Demon Hunter now trying to get into position here. Mana Burn onto the Panda right there. No more Breath of Fire as the Demon Hunter is just completely going to town across all of these units. 32 supply compared to 49. And that Demon Hunter may become the new one-man general. If we have the one-man army warden, the Demon Hunter may become the general, just always diving into the fights there to try and lead the army, absorbing a lot of damage here, but without rejuvenation, the Demon Hunter may not have enough healing, and these Moonwells, even with their increased mana capacity, not able to hold on. Looking for the retreat back. Panda looking to perhaps get a Breath of Fire across all these units. Riflemen in position here. Gold mines have about 4 minutes of mining left as we are now going into some arcane towers. Fork Lightning coming across from the Naga Sea Witch. Are we going to see some Mana Flare? We could be looking at some Mana Flare up on the high ground there, just in case there is any healing from those priests, but the priests are actually keeping their distance smartly. Ancient of Winds, or Ancient of Wind and Ancient of War, they are fighting in that front line position as the Naga Sea Witch does get up to level 4, and now going curiously for Mana Shield. All right, so has Mana Shield there. There was a Mana Flare there as the Mountain Giant now being forced to retreat back. After all this time, TGW playing a strong game, and even with the mistakes of Starbuck is in a great position to try and finish off his opponent here as the Demon Hunter just wasn't able to reach the tipping point often enough. All right, Arcane Tower is about to finish as the Demon Hunter trying to dive back in the other way. Immolation going to be coming to an end here. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation trying to take down this Arcane Tower? Demon Hunter Staff of Preservation does get saved, but these Moonwells are very much bone dry, and much of the army is also pretty much very low as well. That Mountain Giant doesn't want to join in on the battle as it knows that it would just, well, fall over pretty much instantly. We are at Tree of Eternity now, but we are looking at a 35 supply army, 442, going up against a nearly level 5 Archmage, or well, soon to be a level 5 Archmage. I don't think the Ancient of Wind will give it. No, needs one or two, or one big unit or two small units to get that last bit there. Healing Spray trying to keep that, keep the Demon Hunter and Naga Sea Witch alive. This strategy very powerful, but the amount of mana and Moonwells juice you need just not enough. Naga Sea Witch continuing to fight its way through here. Orb of Venom continuing to, well, battle up. No potion of mana, and that is gonna be the game. An old school strategy beating out a Demon Hunter with Immolation first. The fact that there just wasn't evasion on that Demon Hunter means that it was taking a lot more damage than you would normally expect. With that, these Moonwells were drying up faster, and by drying up faster, eventually if your outflow is faster than your inflow, you get this situation here where your Moonwells are all bone dry and there's nothing that you can do. I think, and perhaps trying to go for a very mana intensive Immolation and go for Mana Burn as well, and meant that there just wasn't any opportunity, and without evasion, no opportunity to use that Immolation later on. Also, with the introduction of these priests, the priests were able to offset much of that initial damage, even with the burst damage of the Naga Sea Witch in the back to try and finish off some of those units. Let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments below. And for all you guys who got to this part of the video, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you do have an Amazon Prime account, please consider using your free Twitch sub. It definitely supports the channel, hitting new lows overall. Anyways, thanks for watching.